I think I am live. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Stacey Storino. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the number one place for the more mature entrepreneur to go when they are interested in learning more about content marketing that will drive more traffic to their business to do more business. Content marketing, especially when you are an older adult and you are like, why should I do this? This is just another thing on my to do list. This is another busy list thing for me to do. I'm too busy to do content marketing. I'm not just some kid. I need to do things that are going to bring money into my business. Well, content marketing does work to give you one, two, or all three of the macro conversions that you need for your business to succeed. Yes, you need to increase your social media following. You have to go where the attention is, but you can't deposit followers in the bank. I get that, but you're sending someone into a relationship with you. The second important macro conversion is to get people onto your email list. If you can't capture leads, most of the time you're not going to get the sales that you want and or need. You're going to run out of financial runway and your hobby isn't going to pay you like a business. And now you got to go get a job when you didn't want to do that. The third macro conversion is getting sales. But if you can't capture leads onto an email list where roughly 3/4 of your sales from month to month should be coming from, if not more, you're not going to get many, if any, sales. So generally what my channel is about week to week, month to month is, yes, content marketing could be on Facebook, could be on Instagram, could be on TikTok, could be anywhere, but it's all about content marketing that serves piece by piece as funnels that get you the conversions that you need for your business to succeed. I don't want anybody to have busy work. I want people to get conversions and to make sales. Okay. So, although normally the content on my channel is all about content marketing, it's organized into nice little neat playlists. The first comment that's pinned on here, both live and on the replay, will show you the playlist for all of the free coaching that I'm doing in the month of January. So in the month of January 2022, every single day in January for 31 days, I will be doing a live stream most days at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then the replays will be available after that. Can each live stream training stand on its own? It can, but for best results, you might want to go back and check out the other days. What are we on? 21. So the first 20 days worth of live stream coaching. If anybody's like, coaches don't coach for free, no one's giving you good detailed information out here for free on YouTube, I love to give back to the community. I'm a multiple six-figure business, and some of my clients have gone on to be six-figure businesses, multiple six-figure businesses. I've even coached to multiple seven-figure businesses now. So let me tell you, and one of them, Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill, has over 820,000 fans or followers on TikTok. And yes, it does drive sales for them every single day. Okay. So that's what's normally we cover here. But today we're doing a live stream training. So yes, throughout the week, you're also going to have pre-edited videos show up on my channel as well. Once we're out of January, every Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll do another live stream training. And then a couple other days of the week, we will have pre-edited videos come up. So the teaching that I'm going to do today is teaching you how, while I'm all about getting you to sell online more and more, even my brick and mortar based students, because I've been coaching for going on like 9 years now. And I was an entrepreneur for long before that. So I do have people with different business models who come to me to get coached. So I will tell you what, some of them have brick and mortar businesses and they have gotten to be way more profitable and way more successful once they're online more. So most everything that I would do during my live streams and replays, most everything that I would cover on my channel, all nicely organized into neat little playlists, would be all about online marketing and content marketing. However, today we're going to do a little bit of a swerve and we're going to be talking about how, when you're running around doing the chores that you still have to do in real life or IRL, how you can still get business done. Okay. And it's kind of like a mobile office concept, but there's also some in-person, networking that's going on too, that yes, can work for you whether you have a brick and mortar business, you're completely online, or both. And today you have a lot of people who might be both. But my advice in general, painting with a broad brush, is if you can do your business without a brick and mortar presence, I would do that because you don't want double the overhead for personal and professional. I've had some students completely shed like a snake with the skin. They're shedding off their physical brick and mortar businesses, and they're just going online. And it's like they gave themselves an automatic pay raise. But today, I'm going to greet all my students. Then I'm going to go into the teaching about how having a mobile office and working your business into your everyday IRL activities can get you the 3 macro conversions that you need to succeed as well. Word of mouth isn't dead. In real life isn't dead. It's just that according to Google, 73% of all people, especially post lockdowns and pandemic, they're so used to doing business online. That's where they want to do all or most of their shopping from now on. So, I'm not saying go completely into real life, but when you're running around being you in everyday life, you can get the 3 macro conversions you need to succeed. You can get more followers, more members of your brand-based community. You can get more people to get on your email list, and you can certainly get more sales. So let me go around and greet the students who are here, and then we're going to get into the teachings. If this is your first time here, please make sure that you subscribe to my channel. If you're an older, more mature entrepreneur and you really want to make sense of this content marketing so that it actually gets you conversions and you're not wasting your time doing dopey stuff where you look like the old person at the club, we don't want that for you. That's not likely going to translate into conversions. Hey, honey, what's going on? But let's see. Let me greet everybody here. Hey, Bridget from Personal Space Creations. What's going on? Ginia Weaver, Marilyn, Roselle, good to see you. Tiffany from Unbound by Tiffany is here. What's up? Linda Nagoda is here. Hey, Miss Linda. What's going on? Lisa Garrett's here. Hey, Miss Lisa. What's going on? What is going on? Sandy B is here. Hi, Sandy B. Let's see. Ann McDonald's here. How did I skip over you, Miss Ann? Chicken Swell is here. One of the cutest business names that I have ever seen. Chicken Swell is here. Marissa Parsons is here. Oops. I'm about to greet Marilyn twice. I'm happy you're here, Marilyn, but I want to say hi to Marissa as well. It's Marissa Parsons. And Susie B by the Speckled Loon by Susie B is here. All right. If you are here live, I would love to get a hashtag live out of you. Oh, Christine Pennell Jones is here. Let me grab her while we are saying hey. Okay. Really quickly, and then I'm going to go into the teachings. Also, one of the links that I put down below, and it's in the description too for people watching on the replay. For those of my students that like the popularity plan, the February popularity plan is out. That's got 15 graphics with 15 corresponding templated captions. You don't like to write, I made that easier for you. Plus 4 templated emails, one going out every week in the month of February. So that will help you cover all of your basics, or almost all of your basics, when it comes to marketing, relationship marketing, sales-based marketing, or a bit of both. If you're a solopreneur, you have a small team, and you're like, oh my goodness, I don't know how I'm going to be able to do all the things that Stacey and other people who are coaching out on YouTube, articles I read on Google, whatever classes I'm taking or courses I'm taking, how am I ever going to be able to cover the daily marketing base on at least the top 2 social media platforms that are most important to my niche? Well, guess what? The popularity plan can help you. My students were the ones that asked me for this several months ago. So now your wish is my command. So the link for that is in the description or show notes below. And also while we're live, it's in the live stream. Hashtag live, hashtag replay. If you're watching on the replay, please put hashtag replay. You guys know I'm pretty good. I will give you a heart and a thumbs up just to acknowledge the fact that you are here and part of the scene. If you have any questions, either live or on the replay, about the content that I'm covering here, I am happy to do so. Also, my Socialgram shortcut students, I asked you to come here today. My husband's home, so I wanted to be able to do like one live stream and spend some time with him. He never has off. So if you have any Instagram-based questions and you're from Socialgram shortcut, you can put them in here too. Okay. So let me get into, also don't forget to please give this video a big thumbs up. Forget helping me out. It's helping other people to see the content. So while I am live, more people will get notifications that I'm live, and also on the replay, they're more likely to get a notification that the replay is available. So you're not helping me, you're helping other people who have subscribed to my channel see this content more often. All right, let's start with the concept of a mobile office, okay? Like, even if you are working from home primarily all the time or almost all the time, you're not commuting back and forth to like a day job or a regular side hustle that you're using to bootstrap. You're not running back and forth to school for yourself or any of your dependents, right? You're still at some point going to have to leave the house, most of you. I'm immunosuppressed since long before 2020, since 1992. And now that I've been self-employed for, since 2015, 100% self-employed, I basically stay home a lot. So, if you're home a lot because it's just easier, this is where you can get all your work done, you're immunosuppressed like me or whatever, I get it. But at some point, even I have to go out 1, 2, 3 times a week and do whatever it is I'm going to do. And you probably have to run out, most of you watching this, a whole lot more than I do, right? So when you're out and about in real life, you want to make sure that you're always kind of thinking, when's the next possibility that I can get lead capture? What's the next possibility that I can raise awareness about my business in real life? Okay. Like, and of course, increasingly, most people have some sort of mobile device with them, a tablet, a cell phone. Some people are running around with laptops while they're running chores. They might leave it in the car or whatever. Crap. Some people are doing stuff off their watches now, because the phone apparently is too big. So let's do it off the watch. So a lot of people are very mobile, and you probably are too, in large part. This is not a hot flash from the newsroom here. But what I want you to do is to think about how you can take advantage of your mobility, IRL or in real life, so that you can keep your Y related goals and your master plan and your SMAART goals, in full effect. If you've missed any of the previous coachings in this series, again, pinned to the comments down below is the whole playlist. On day 1, we talked about having a personal and a professional why and how they can feed back and forth to each other. It's hard to have work-life balance, but this will help keep you more balanced and more intentional so that you don't get to December 31st, 2022 and go, oh crap, I didn't get any or many of my goals done again, and I still have a hobby and not really a business. Again, no one wants that, right? So day 1, we're talking about the Y-related goals. Days 2 and 3 and 5, we're talking about SMAART goals and how to keep them going so that they're actual plans and they're not just airy fairy goals that make you feel all good. You can announce your intentions to the world on social media and in real life. And studies show that if that's all you're really going to do, then your subconscious mind is like, oh, it's like I already did it. And then you just don't do it and you self-sabotage. So you definitely want to go back and at least catch those days if you didn't. So when you run out and about, depending upon your business model, how you can do this might look a little bit differently. But I'd like you to create some sort of system that can go with you anywhere you're going to go. You're running out, going food shopping, or running some sort of other chore. You're dropping off and picking up people, whatever. You're walking out and about for however long. I want you to think of what system you could realistically kind of bake into your life when you're out IRL so that you can achieve the main 3 macro conversions that you want, which is getting more people to be part of your brand-based community, getting more people onto your email list. And when you can, this is not impossible out and about in real life, you could get more sales, right? So my thing to you is, what kind of mobile system do you have that can kind of come out with you, maybe in like a purse if you have it, or a tote if you have it, or whatever, where you've got, for those of you who have business cards and you're like, I don't even know what I'm doing with these things anymore. Some people are getting cards with QR codes on them, or just you have more traditional business cards. Ideally, you have like a PO box or a virtual address on these business cards if there is a physical address, or is it just like the name of your business and a whole bunch of like social links? At least the top two platforms, social media platforms that are most important to your niche. Okay. So, like, do you have some sort of breadcrumb kind of system, if you will, that if you're going by in some brick and mortar place that you're shopping at, running a chore, and they have a billboard, are you at least sticking a card or a flyer about your business there? Are you laying down cards or even magnets? Some of us, before 2020, when you were doing expos, if maybe you're a coach or a course creator or a service based business, or like craft fairs and stuff like that, what kind of cards did you have? Business cards, QR codes, pamphlets, flyers. What did you have? Like magnets, like those business cards that are magnets, those things people are less likely to discard, right? Than a business card. They'll actually stick it up on a refrigerator or something and make it work, right? What kind of business breadcrumbs do you already have that, if you're not going to use them, you may as well trash them, right? But otherwise, how many of those can you put in your car or put in your bag or whatever, so you can kind of like leave breadcrumbs around where somebody might pick it up and say, you know what? This looks interesting. I'm going to go visit their website. I'm going to go visit their social. Is this like the major marketing thing that I would have anybody do? No, I'm all about content marketing. But you would laugh at the amount of times where I'm sitting there getting my oil changed, and it's like, you know what? I'm going to lay this breadcrumb down. And sometimes somebody goes, I found you when I sat there, getting my oil change. This is where I picked this up. I don't know if you put it down or somebody else did, but can you help me? Or, you know what I mean? Because I'm a coach. So, back when I was doing one on one coaching, I might put down stuff saying, hey, I'm available per hour, per diem. Hey, Amy Lindblade, what's going on? Good to see you. Catherine Baril is here. What's going on, Miss Catherine? Okay, so what can you do? Maybe even from stuff you already have that might be collecting dust, where you're like, when I go out and about in real life, I'm going to spread like some seeds around, right? Put it up on a bulletin board, put it up where they're like, hey, you can put down cards and stuff like that. If you're in the supermarket and somebody just so happens, you're waiting online, you're bored, but they just so happen to be talking about a pain point that your business addresses, what do you have that you can grab in like 60 seconds and be like, hey, don't mean to interrupt, but because I'm telling you, it does take some guts to do this. But if somebody's really out there in real life, like at a car park waiting for kids to be picked up, on a line at a supermarket or somewhere else, if they're sitting there talking and it turns out they're your ideal customer and they're practically laying down a silver platter, like, can you really, is there something you can give them that says, hey, at least check me out on social, right? Or I have a free opt-in that, it's free, this might be able to help you out, instead of just jumping in for the sale, at least get one or two of the three main macro conversions from somebody, whether you're interfacing with them directly or whether it's, you know what? Hey, I'll put my thing up on the bulletin board. If you don't ask, you don't get. I can put down cards. If you don't ask, you don't get. And there are some people that are just sick and tired of staying cloistered at home. So while they might still do all or most of their shopping online, they're still getting out more because they're tired of being cooped up, right? So unless they're on lockdown, they're out and about. So I don't know. Are we talking about flyers or brochures or pamphlets or business cards, cards with QR codes on them? Also, if I'm out and about talking to somebody and I'm working the IRL or the in real life factor, okay, maybe I'm not just handing out a catalog or handing out a business card or a QR card or something like that. If I am actually talking to somebody who needs my help, or it sounds like, they're shopping for somebody who needs my help, or, my offerings would help them or someone they're shopping for, get them out of pain and into pleasure. Don't just hand over stuff. You do want a way to capture their information so that this way you can follow up with them. So do you have some sort of way? The notes in your phone is probably the easiest way nowadays. So like is the notes app on your phone super easy for you to get? You might want to shuffle around your apps to make sure you can get straight to the notes app if it's not like that already. That's a really good way to capture new contact information and not have to carry extra things around. You go back, I'm going into my 9th year this year. You go back even, I don't know, 7 years ago, I not only had business cards, but I would have a pen and a little notebook with me and be like, here, write your stuff down. I want to follow up with you after you've visited my website, after you've gotten my freebie. Right. Today, it's notes on the phone. Right. Um, or if you're at an expo and you're kind of doing things a little more old fashioned, you've got the sign up list for somebody to sign up to get a coupon sent to them or to sign up to get some sort of freebie or bonus. But make sure you have a lead capture system with you so that you're not just handing stuff out to people. You can capture their leads, if only just to get feedback from them. If they're like, no, 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 it's up to you whether you want to hand out your little breadcrumb to them or not. But I wouldn't, of course, expect a lot coming out of it if the person's frightened. But you would be like, no, no, I'll just take the card. But you would be surprised how many leads you can close by following up with someone who got your freebie. And you're like, hey, you gave me your email address. I'm just reaching out. Have you had an opportunity? Can you give me some feedback? What would make this freebie better? Or if you were a coach or a course creator and you have like a 3-part video series, was that really helpful to you? What other questions can I answer for you? Anybody who starts talking back to you like that, not only are they very likely to have already joined you on social, they're on your email list in this example, and you're more likely, once you get a dialogue going with them, to close a sale, right? So these are just some examples. Depending upon your facts and circumstances, you can think of some other breadcrumb system and lead capture system that fits you and your facts and circumstances better for your business and your business model. All I wanted to do today is not like the longest, most in-depth coaching. It'll give you guys plenty of time to go to the playlist and catch up on anything that you're missing. But I don't want you to totally think that word of mouth and in real life is totally dead, because you never know. Somebody might walk by and pick up your card and go, this isn't for me, but this is for my husband, wife, significant other. This is for my best friend. My kid might appreciate this, right? You never know when you're scattering out seeds where they're going to take root, right? But I want you to think about, instead of like, I'm going around and my life is really boring running these chores and I hate it and I hate standing online. I want you to think, let me see. I want you to think about ways to capture leads. So Bridget says, I'm looking at those tap cards that give people all of your contact information. That's a really good way. Hey, Mike Reinhard, what's going on? Hey, Chris Berry. Well, I look at it this way because I understand your question. Business card with QR code to email list is too tacky. I don't know why you think like that. The way I think about it is like this, and some of my other students might be able to write down, maybe they used to think about this, but then they changed their mind, or, oh, I never thought about it like this, both live and on the replay. Oh, Lenora Love would tell you the more she marketed, the better her email list got. And obviously, the better her business got, Chris. It's like this. Do you feel that what your offerings are, be they products or services, are tacky? Because making an offer to somebody when you gather that they're an ideal customer, maybe something they say to you or to someone else in your vicinity reveals that they very well could be your ideal customer. I teach my students that you kind of have a moral obligation to make the world a better place through your talents, through your capabilities. So is it tacky to say, hey, I might have something that helps? If you're curious, give it a look online. Because when you don't make an attempt, it's a guaranteed result and a guaranteed outcome of nothing, right? And you never know. This person might say to themselves when they take your card, they might end up saying, it's not for me, but it's for someone I know. Someone I know would totally dig this shop or this coach or course creator, or this website, I know somebody who would think this is great. When you're afraid to make an offer, when you're prejudging somebody else's response, you're giving yourself a guaranteed outcome of zero. And you're not helping anybody. You're missing out on the opportunity to help somebody, right? When somebody is buying a product or a service or an offering of yours, it is less likely that they're really excited to buy the product. It's more like they want to accept your offer to get out of pain and into pleasure, whatever that looks like for your niche, your pitch, your product, and your sitch or situation, whatever business model and whatever ideal customer you have. If you're timid about pissing people off, you are prejudging and letting a lot of potential customers run away, or at least you're not allowing word of mouth in real life to drive more traffic to your business to do more business. If you don't drive more traffic to your business, organic content marketing always. When you're a beginner business and you're working out the kinks of your business, don't run ads, because if you run paid ads, they're great later. And it's not even a lot long later. It's just like once you know that people who are not your friends and your relatives are buying from you, if someone out in the wild said, hey, take my money, take my credit card here, I'm happy to shop through your website or whatever, then you have proof of concept. You don't have proof of concept when other people that you know are buying from you, because for all you know, they're just buying from you to make you feel better, right? You want to know that you have true proof of concept. And once you're growing your email list and your social following and you're getting some sales from week to week, once that's going on for like 2, 3, 4 weeks in a row, and it's fiscally responsible for you to run ads, by all means, run ads. I am not asking people to delay or over delay in terms of running ads, but running ads ice cold to stuff, it just makes a failing concept fail faster, or a stale concept just stale and get stagnated faster. So I'm all about, whether it's in real life, word of mouth, content marketing, and yes, later when you're ready, paid ads. You got to drive traffic to your business to do more business. It's funny, people don't feel weird about running ads when they're ready to do it. They don't feel like that's too pushy. People don't feel like it's too pushy to put up a website, and if somebody pulls you up in search, a page or a post in your website, how is that pushy? How is it pushy to put out content on social media and somebody comes to a post that you have that might end up in a call to action to, click here to buy this offer or product or service? Is that pushy? So if somebody's out and about and it seems like they're in need of your awesome services, is it pushy to go, hey, couldn't help but overhearing, just curious, maybe this can help you? Because if we're not driving traffic to our business, we're not likely to do much, if any, business one way or another. So Bridget says the tap cards are attached to your phone. I don't always have a business card. Maybe I'll put the QR code on a pop socket. That works too. Susie B says, I have a QR code on the back of my traditional business cards that go to my email opt-ins. That's great. Oh, Chris Berry says, I totally needed this conversation this morning. I have great content that people need. I'm just way too timid at sales and marketing. I've got to get over this. Everybody cheer Miss Chris on. I always love when someone takes leadership like that and they bother to comment or say anything. And of course, she needs our support here because we're a lot more mature entrepreneurs usually. I'm not saying I never have people in their 20s and 30s coming to lives or watching my stuff. I see my statistics in my YouTube creator studio, but it's mostly people who are 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s who watch me on this channel. And a lot of them predominantly are women. We have some people like Mike. Everybody say hi to our favorite blacksmith, Mike. Mike Reinhardt is in the house. But, that said, once you are like more Gen X to baby boomers, women especially, we were kind of socialized to not be too pushy, too aggressive. There's definitely a difference, whether it's personally or professionally, between being assertive, which we need to be, or we're never going to make money, or not very much money. We're just going to have hobby money. You want to work your business like a business so that it pays you like a business. Otherwise, you're going to get hobby money, very scattershot, You'll convince yourself, especially if you're a products or handmade products business, you're going to convince yourself that the last business quarter of the year is really going to be the only time you're going to make money. I pride myself, especially over the last 3+ years, of getting out in front of, because of another influencer, a lot of products based business people who they never got to 5 or 6 figures before. And even in 2019, let alone 2020 and beyond, how many people have? Who's gone to multiple 5 figures and their husbands' faces have fallen off? Who's gone to 6 figures and they never thought that? A couple of people came to me behind the scenes. I already have a 6 figure business. Could you do anything for me? Sure, I'll increase your sales 15, 25% over the next year, right? But you're not going to make money if you don't make offers. So you're not just making offers in real life, because again, a lot of people are home a lot nowadays. A lot of people would prefer to do online shopping. So you need to do a lot of work in terms of content marketing, having a useful website, optimizing it properly for search, and all of those things. You have to optimize this stuff to be pulled up by your ideal customer in search on Google and even on social. But when you're an older woman, even if, post lockdowns, you got really comfortable with things like YouTube, maybe even TikTok, maybe even Instagram, right? And so now maybe the concept of marketing, content marketing, isn't as foreign to you now. But now you're all concerned because it's taking you back to grade school. Don't talk too much. It's taking you back to dating. Nice girls don't. It takes you back to being a homemaker. How pushy do you want to be? Let the man be the man, right? And men are wonderful. Women are wonderful. Everybody, no matter how you identify, are wonderful. Love all, hate none. But what I'm saying is, especially when you're Gen X and older, you get so concerned. You are not alone, I guess is what I'm saying, Chris Berry. You're not alone, because if you're an older woman, you're not Gen Z or super young Gen Y anyway. It's really, you're fighting the way you were brought up and the way you and your friends were working. But at the end of the day, nothing's going to take you out of hobby mode and put you into business mode if you're not making offers. When students come to me and say, I don't understand why I'm not making the money I want to make, I'm like, are you making enough offers? For example, I say to beginner students, you have to make offerings out on social and your email list at least twice a month. If you are not running 2 sales promotions a month, or if you're a coach, a course creator, a service-based business, if you're not putting out 2 opportunities for you to get income, like maybe through affiliate income, maybe through sponsorships and sponsor deals, maybe through your course, maybe through digital downloads. But regardless, whether it's a site-wide sale, a coupon, a BOGO, free shipping over a certain amount, or coaches, I don't want you to discount your courses so much, but you throw in an extra bonus, card open, card close. If you're not making offers at least twice a month, how are you going to make enough money to do whatever it is you wanted to do with this business? How are you going to be able to pay off all your debt, or get another car, or send a kid to college? Or for my older students, I really want to retire my husband. Those are all beautiful goals. But if you're not making enough offers, how are you going to get there? You're not. That's the problem. So that's why I say, when you're a beginner student of mine, at least 2 sales promotions or income-based promotions a month. When you do 1 or less, you feel like a hobby. And then when you do sell, the people on your email list act like you're murdering puppies on their front lawn. You didn't train them up right to treat you like a business. When someone opts into a business's email, they know they're opting into a business's email. They expect that they're going to get sold to. In fact, go Google it, because this isn't the gospel according to Stacey Storino. 60% of all email opt-ins want to be sold to on the regular. Maybe they don't always have the money or the capability to buy all the time, but they want the opportunities anyway for when they're ready. That's way more than half of anybody's email list. The other 40% don't mind being sold to, but they want you to provide them with value too, right? And they want like the inside scoops and the sneak peeks and the behind the scenes of anything from product lines that are being launched to being retired. If you're a handmade products based business, if you're a coach or a course creator, are you doing live streams where they can do Q&As? Are you putting out free training series? Is there, another YouTube video, or do you have a reel with a quick tip, trick, or technique on Instagram or something similar on TikTok? That's providing value. Not every piece of content that you put out necessarily has to have and then buy something, right? But that's okay if most of it does. You're a business. You need to act like a business. So, Chris, you're in very good company. Bridget says, I actually carry 3 kinds of business cards most days. 1, our main brick and mortar. 2, our B2B business. And 3, my personal / upcycle artist cards. I wear and carry products we sell. And everybody's cheering on Miss Chris and and Mike Reinhard for being here, which is very nice. Thank you, Amy. All right. Does anybody have any questions for me today? Because that's okay if this is a shorter session. Some of you may have missed other sessions. So the replay list, the playlist for all the replays is down below. And when we go into replay mode, and this is a video and not a live, I'll make sure that that's a pinned comment as well. I'll give you guys a minute because there's kind of like a delay when you go live. Are any of my Socialgram shortcut students here who want to tell me what they've been doing on Instagram this week? Like I said, my husband's home for the day and I never get that. So instead of doing 2 live stream sessions back to back, I got kind of greedy and said, I'm just going to do 1. So Instagram. Anybody has any questions like that? Enjoy your day with your hubby. Well, thank you. Thank you. So super quickly, if you haven't subscribed, please make sure that you do so, because not only am I going live every single day for the rest of January here, but there are playlists galore. If you're like, I'm new at marketing to Instagram and I'm an older entrepreneur and I want conversions, I just don't want to post stuff just to post stuff, I got plenty of playlists for that. You're like, TikTok is a growth method for me. I want to understand as an older, more mature entrepreneur how I can create content on TikTok that actually brings me more followers, more email opt-ins, more sales. I have a couple of TikTok playlists, including the TikTok growth playlist. And the growth playlist traces every roughly 100,000 or so, me helping Joe's Dairy Bar and Grill get to over 820,000 fans or followers on TikTok, and how it translates into money for us. We're a single location brick and mortar business in the middle of Dutchess County, New York. And it got us on the radar for Mr. Beast. And we could have done the Mr. Beast burger thing through our business, but decided to decline because we're a 7-figure business and we're on our way to multiple 7 figures. Probably in the next year to 2 years, at the rate we're growing, we could be a multiple 7-figure business. So that's selling hamburgers, hot dogs, milkshakes, and ice cream. I all but guarantee you, even if you're like, I sell jewelry, how much jewelry does anyone need? Or I'm a weight loss coach, how many people need that? I'm telling you, I can help you. Oh, Bridget, yay, I'm doing my second live sale on Instagram at 4 p.m. today. Oh, Leathers for Feathers, I didn't see that you were here. I hope you got value today. Mike Reinhardt says, makes so much sense to me. Thank you. And Mike, in your case, you're a blacksmith who also has a farm, and I'm sure has a farm stand at that farm. You really should be out shaking hands, kissing babies, and putting out scattering seeds all over the place. And you're lucky, especially post-pandemic. People want like fresh farm-based food. They want to eat cleaner. They want to lose weight. They want to bolster their immune systems. You could be creating content about your farm alone that could be driving a lot of traffic to your business to do more business. Catherine says, we'll be starting your Socialgram shortcut today and looking forward to the class. I posted my first business Instagram posting yesterday, and we'll be learning how to work with Instagram and Reels. Yay. That's really cool, Catherine. Instagram's a great place to do content marketing. Pretty much all but guaranteed, no matter who anybody's niche is, you do need to have a presence on Instagram. That's probably going to be in the top 2 social media platforms for your niche. When you're intermediate and you have like independent contractors or part-time to full-time people helping you, and definitely by the time you're advanced, you really have a team and it's just a matter of scaling and growing to the moon. You should be making 3 offers a month to your email list and on social for intermediate. and averaging one a week or 4 offers a month when you're advanced, and you should be on 3 social media platforms. Once you're intermediate, you're getting some help. We're not going to burn you out. And then once you get to advanced, 4 social media platforms. You should definitely be having a regular YouTube presence by the time you're intermediate. By the time you're advanced, you should be publishing 2 to 3 videos a week. Any of my advanced students who are doing it are like, yes, when I know how to optimize stuff in YouTube properly for search and suggested, it does help me get sales. Okay, so really quickly, I see a couple other things. Go, Catherine. Absolutely, Catherine. Catherine says, can I assume the class shows how to organize and file my pins? Oh, you're talking about social pin shortcut. Yeah, no, there's a lot. That's a pretty in-depth class. That should be showing you how to do just about anything in there. You let me know. You reach out to me, Miss Catherine. Once you've gone through that course, if there's anything else that you need, you should be able to post in the Facebook group that goes with social pin shortcut too. And I will check, but you know how to reach me if you have any questions about Pinterest, because that's what social pin shortcut is about. And video pins are huge, so go nuts. We do talk about video pins. TubeBuddy, I would say. So Speckled Loon by Susie B. In the show notes down below, you can get a freemium version of TubeBuddy, because what you see in your YouTube Creator Studio does give you a lot. TubeBuddy will help you with SEO optimization and keyword research that will help you in a YouTube specific way. So you don't have to pay anything. Down in the show notes below is a link to TubeBuddy, and you can get a freemium package that as of right now is forever free. So and there are plenty of videos on YouTube that will show you how to make the most of TubeBuddy, but a lot of it's pretty natively intuitive, and I'm somebody in my 50s saying that. So you can definitely, I agree with Bridget, TubeBuddy is good if you want to go above and beyond what the Creator Studio will show you in YouTube. The Creator Studio is going to be good for all the content that you do have published. And the Creator Studio, I swear by to, if you do videos and you batch record them and batch edit them or pay someone to edit them, you can post stuff like a whole month out in advance, like longer. And so you can set it and forget it in terms of getting stuff up on YouTube, because frequency is very important to YouTube. Being persistent and consistent is, if you're going to be putting content on YouTube at all, really, I'm not saying you have to be perfect. You could skip a week, but I wouldn't. If I were you, I would be like, every single Monday, for example, I'm going to put a YouTube video up, and then I'm going to email my list about it. I'm going to do a live stream about it to drive traffic to it. And then I'm going to do social posts, maybe with a resized, version of the thumbnail. And I'm going to be driving traffic to that YouTube video. Even on Pinterest, I would do like a pin. And when somebody clicks on the description, it leads them to the YouTube video, right? I might even do a quick little video pin, just like a short little 30, 45 second snippet that is a teaser for the YouTube video. And you can rank a pin if you know what you're doing on Pinterest. Okay. I gotta go, guys. You can rank a pin within minutes to hours, so it's really good. All right, I gotta go, you guys. I will talk to you guys later. Make sure you show up tomorrow. We got some more good stuff going on. Bye.